Tracy's natural hair journey is a unique experience. Here to share the ups and downs and all the lessons learned from her journey is Tracy Peart joining us now. All right, T, let's go back a little bit. You started the whole journey during the pandemic, and you say it's a journey with no regrets. But were you nervous when you first made the choice to go natural?
I was nervous for a few reasons, okay? So for the stigma of it all, right?
Yes.
You know, we've gone through this. We've had many conversations about this. Societal pressures, right?
Yeah.
Like, what we consider beautiful or the standard of beautiful is usually European, right?
Yes.
So our hair isn't, since the 70s, our hair isn't naturally considered what is beautiful and what is put forward as beautiful. So you're kind of worried about that, right? And then there's also a natural mystery to our hair.
Yes.
Right? Our hair is often in braids or in weaves or in wigs. So people are always like, what's your hair look like? How long is it? Da, da, da. All these questions that come with it. So when you naturally reveal it, you're like, oh, I'm a little nervous to reveal it. But then when you reveal it, you would think the questions would stop. But it's actually even more. Now that you've revealed it, there's a lot of like, how did you do that? Why didn't you wear your hair like this? Da, da, da. There's a lot that comes with it. You're like, I don't know if I just want to go down this road. I'm not really interested in. And then also for me, it was a matter of care, right? For me, it was like, I actually don't know how to take care of my natural hair because I started relaxing my hair when I was 12 years old, right? So before that, my mother took care of my hair when I was a kid and braids and all that. Then I started to relax my hair all through my young adult life. And then when I got into my 30s, I just started to braid my hair. I braided my hair for well over the 10 years. So now that the pandemic hit, and I'm like, I can't go to the salon. What am I going to do? I have to deal with this hair. So I was nervous. I actually didn't know how to take care of my natural hair because a hairdresser always did it for me.
Absolutely, and you were so not alone in that. And
yes.
Of all of those concerns, I understand, overstand.
I was at home like this.
Yes. So you've always, but you did it, and you've gone through it. I'm sure you're still getting the questions, but it looks phenomenal. You've always been really open about having grays.
Yeah.
And you started going gray, what, high school?
I actually found my first gray hair at 13.
Oh, okay.
So
all right.
I've been gray quite early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're cool with that?
Well, I mean, I hid it for many years, and also with braids, it's much easier to hide it, right? But when you go natural, your hair is out, and you're combing it, and you're parting it, and you're doing all these things. Yeah. So it's not, it's much more visible, right? So I was just grateful to find products because I had to not only, like everybody else, everybody was like, well, we all have to find hair color. Everybody was in that predicament, right? When the salons shut down and the pandemic happened. But I also had to find a hair color that would not damage my texture hair because remember, I had natural hair, right? So I was like, I can't just go with anything. So that's why I like, Clairol's Natural Instincts. It works for my hair. It doesn't ruin my texture hair. And it's vegan. So that's also a great thing because, you know me, I'm always trying to slowly creep in some clean beauty. Yeah,
absolutely.
Exactly.
What else had to change with your routine, your hair routine? I'm sure a lot.
The products, right? Because again, because when you're wearing braids, it's protective. So what people don't understand, protective means your hair is just kind of still. You're not bothering with it, right? So it's really protected underneath there. You still have to use hair products, but when you're wearing your hair out, and like I said, you're combing it every day, you're parting it, you're twisting it, you're doing all these things to it, manipulating it, you have to have products that are going to work for you. So for me, it was like Shea Moisture. Shea Moisture was just like a trusted brand that I love, and I use it all the time, and it had everything that I needed in it. So that for me was a big deal, and it just made me now I'm more confident in my hair. I know exactly how to take care of it. I fell in love with it all over again, and I know it's beautiful, and our hair is so versatile.
Oh my gosh, you could do everything.
We
the
can do
styles
anything.
you come up with your natural hair, phenomenal. I want you to give a piece of advice for someone that is in the same situation I'm in. Oh my God, I'm so nervous to go back to natural hair, and I'm lazy. Like if you're nervous to start, to own your natural hair, but you want to start that journey, what would you say?
Just know that there's a learning curve, right? You are going to have to learn because the texture you were taking care of before is not this texture. You're going to have to learn products, learn how to take care of it, and it does require a lot of love. That's the word I like to use. I don't want to say it's a lot of work. It's a lot of love, so you have to learn. And another thing is you're going to have to deal with a lot of questions.
Oh
just
my
a lot of, and I know how much I know you hate it.
Favorite.
You hate a lot of questions, but you have to deal with it because people are not used to seeing your hair, and so they're going to have a lot of questions questions with how you deal with it. How did you get it to look like that? Why didn't you always wear it like that? And it's like, oh, you guys have no
Sounds
idea.
so good.
But it's a lot of love. But I am glad that I did it, and I haven't returned. You thought you along with me thought I'd be back at braids by now, right?
I'm like, how am I looking at you right now? And you don't have your braids back. Like, and I'm so proud of you for doing it. You really leaned into it. You learned your texture. You
Not to
learned
say
what
I
you
won't
had to
ever,
do.
but-
No, but it looks amazing.